So I'm thinking about doing one of these autometer gauge installs on my new Duramax. So this is gonna be the test subject. We're gonna see if we can get everything to work. Now back to the smart car.
Wow, I think something happened.
So we need to put this roller right there. So what we're gonna do is use these notched ones. Put the notch on there, like that, and then while they're up. But first, I need to clean this up, mark them, and drill holes. So I built this cool mechanism. Is
it roll straight?
Well, yeah, and then tighten like that, right?
Yep.
So this second mount's a lot more complicated than the first, so it's going to take a little more creativity. So this nut is going to get welded onto the shaft so that I have a shaft nut that I can build stuff with. So now we can work on our suspension.
Josh, the chain goes on the other side.
Oh. So now I pull back on the jack shaft to tighten the chains. Now that we got these chains pretty much done, we just got to tack these sprockets. We're going to look in our GM parts for some new shocks for this thing. We noticed that it sits too low, so we figure the shocks are gone. So we're going to see if we can find some nice shocks for it. So let's go take a look, see what we can find. Got the front strut thingy. Brake shoes. Limited time warranty guarantee limity of heat. Why is a seat heater in here? This looks like a cool box. Absorber. Yeah. Air shocks. Set it 2. Pretty awesome. So these dank air shocks have air lines and everything that goes to it, and it looks like it has like a bicycle pumper upper thing to put them up and down. So we have a smart air compressor that we're going to use to pump up, and then to let down I'll just use my valve tool to let the air all out because the bags are inside the cylinder. And it seems like they're a pretty close height, but once you air the bag up a little bit, right, you want to air the bag up, but I also want to have the ability to drop this thing almost right on the ground because this is all the way up right now and this shock is most of the way in. So see, there's air in there. Pretty cool. So let's get at her. Pitter pat.
What's wrong?
Shaft's bent. So we got these Moxie Modification Expert air filters. They're a little Chinese, but they appear to be a direct K&N copy. They're pretty good quality. Oh, there's a little drawing package in there. Open her up. Got a plastic bag that was sealed. Got another air drying package, silica gel. So it's pretty good quality. It's a little bit of mesh, and then there's actually like a cartridge filter in there. And from what I can see, it's an exact copy of K&N. So we've got 3 on already. And just put the clamp on it how it is. And then what I've been doing is slip the bottom on and grab the top. It's just rubber. And just ease it over. And you just set the clamp up on top of where the carb begins. And then of course, level off the Moxie symbol. So that's how you install pod filters on your carbureted street bike motor. So the motor's back in, and we're gonna start working on some coolant. And oh hey, that looks mint. Minty. So I got the coolant lines together. They're kind of pieced together for now. I didn't have the right hoses. I made a fitting to weld this on. It's a coolant line that comes directly out of the head. Other than that, it's just a couple of hoses off of my quad rad. And so we're gonna fire it up and keep topping up the water as the thermostat allows it to go through. So we're gonna do a test fire with my new coolant system. Idle's too low. Why is idle too low? That sounds way better. Test run number 2. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to go into the corner slowly, and then you give it lots of throttle, and I'll let out the gas and crank it.
You have brakes, right?
I'm not putting any throttle back.
I have brakes
doesn't
that
want to be
hardly work.
responsible for crashing.
Well, Jake was only revving up to like 4.
Give brakes.
Well, we'll see what
Ish.
happens. We'll take it.
Ish.
Don't hit the wall.
We'll take it one wall at a time.
Why don't you just try turning?
Oh, we can turn it.
Just turn it around.
Yeah, we can do that.
Try that first.
Do I have to do what? What I have to do? Do I have
Just
to?
gotta give it a little throttle as I let the clutch out.
I need to start it. Do I need to give it gas?
No. Too fast, Johnny.
Apparently.
Can't crack her open.
I didn't. I barely touched it.
Why does it keep backfiring? We ran the stock cable through the firewall. We made an adapter to hook up another cable, and we also made a nice bracket down by the pedal. So now our pedal actually pulls the throttle on the clutches. Let's see if she does anything. That's loud.
You gotta give it a little gas when you're doing it.
What's that?
Oh, man.
So I was driving the car back from the house to the shop where we're working on it, and the chain tensioners blew up, and we weren't filming at the time because we were just going to park it, but we'll reenact it for you guys so you know what it sounded like.
Whoa, I think something happened.